Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a review of the complete Graveyard Girl and Tarte Cosmetics collection. That will be including the eyeshadow palette and the two Tarte's lip paints. I have them here with me. So I have the Swamp Queen palette, I have the Swamp Family liquid lipstick, and the Texas Toast liquid lipstick. And I will be going over my thoughts on the complete collection as well as swatches. Let's start with the palette. So on the back of the palette it has Graveyard Girl and it has Bunny's face. I'm sure most of you are probably subscribed to Bunny's channel. On the top it just has a brief overview about Bunny's success and how she's gained popularity over YouTube and her Swamp family. It has all the ingredients of all the shadows and everything down below. And the box itself has this like wood grain texture on it, which I actually really like. It's very Western, as Bunny would say. On the inside is also some look cards that come in. I can see English, French, English and French. So one side is English on how to do a day look and a night look. On the other side is French on how to do a day look and a night look. I won't probably not be using these. I don't really need it. And it looks like these are Bunny's actual eyes. So the palette itself looks like this, just like the box. It says Graveyard Girl Swamp Queen. It has Tarte, and then on the back it has the wood grain texture. You can actually hear it. It's so beautiful. I love this palette. So when you open it up, there is a huge mirror, and on top it says, "Believe in yourself, love yourself, embrace your individuality," which I love that quote. Once inside, here are all of the shadows. So you get 9 eyeshadows, a bronzer, a blush, and a highlighter. I am wearing the bronzer, the blush, and the highlighter on my face right now. And as far as the eyeshadows on my eye, I'm wearing Dogman, Natural Peaches, Sassy Bun, Sippy Sippy, a little bit of Man Cat, and I think that's it. So I'm going to go through the colors. I'm going to swatch them. I'm going to tell you my thoughts. So we have hashtag SFS, which is hashtag Swamp Family Strong, Natural Peaches, Dogman. So the colors that we have in the palette are hashtag SFS, which stands for Swamp Family Strong. We have Natural Peaches, which is the name of her group of friends. We have Dogman, which is her boyfriend. We have Big Baby, which is that creepy doll that she loves so much. We have Sassy Bun, which that's self-explanatory. Sippy Sippy, which is what she always says when she takes a sip of her drink. We have Haunting. This is a throwback to her paranormal story days. We have Uncommon, which is named after her favorite store, Uncommon Objects, and Man Cat, her old cat before she got Boris. And then we have a bronzer named Sweet Tea. We have a blush named Does This Thing Really Work? And we have a highlighter named Gator Wings. Now, I used some of these eyeshadows on my face today, as well as the bronzer, the blush, and the highlighter. So for the colors I used on my eyes, I used Natural Peaches all over the lid, Dogman in the crease, Sassy Bun on the lid, Sippy Sippy in my outer corners, and I used Man Cat on the lower lash line. I've never had any Tarte eyeshadows before, so this is my well, actually I've never had any Tarte anything except for the Lights Camera Lashes mascara. This is my first time having Tarte products. Dogman was really well, all of the eyeshadows were surprisingly powdery. I personally felt like they were pigmented and they blended well, but they were rather, how did I get like dog hair in here? They were quite powdery. Do I think the colors are unique? No. They're definitely neutral. Do I have things in my collection that look like almost all of these? Yes, but I had to support Bunny. Now, one color that is really kind of strange to me is Sippy Sippy. I don't know if you can tell, but there are huge, like, flakes of gold in here, and they got everywhere. I don't know if you can tell on my chest if it's sparkling, but that's glitter from the color Sippy Sippy and from the highlighter. Now, to the face products, this bronzer Sweet Tea does not show up on my skin. This would basically be like a setting powder. So, yeah. I'm also wearing the blush. Does this thing really work? So the first clip that I filmed earlier was right after I did my makeup, but then my camera died, and then I had to go to work. So what you're seeing now is my makeup after about 6 hours of wear, and I haven't touched up. Well, I just powdered my face, but I haven't touched up the lipstick or the eyeshadow or the highlight, anything like that. So, the blush, you couldn't really, if you go back to the beginning of the video, I don't think you could see the blush on my face then, and you definitely can't see it now. So this is probably a little too light for my face, and both the bronzer and the blush have sparkles in it. The blush has gold glitter, well, they both do. The blush has a lot more glitter than the bronzer. Then we have this highlighter, Gator Wings. Now this highlighter is very pigmented. I don't know if you can see it on my face. And this was after I blended it out. When I first put it on, it was like, oh, that's too much. But there is really chunky glitter in it, and it has a lot of fallout. When I was putting it on, it was flying everywhere. I got it all over my chest. It was all over my face. And so I had to like brush it off. And then it was like chunks of glitter everywhere. Like it's really, really flaky. It's beautiful, as you can see, but it's very, very flaky. The whole palette is flaky. Oh, I don't know what happened to my brush. It did come with a brush. I like the brush, so that is important to note. Yeah, I like the palette. I don't really have negative things to say, about the total palette because I've never had a Tarte, any Tarte products before. I do think it's a nice palette. I think it's a little powdery and kind of messy. But then again, I don't have anything to compare to it. Overall, do I think you need it? No. Do I think if you're a fan of Bunny and you're a subscriber of hers that you should get it? Yes. It's definitely nice to support our YouTubers, and especially someone as nice as Bunny. She's just an all-around great girl. So that is that. I'm going to swatch these all now on my arm for you so you can see them. Alright, so I swatched the entire palette on my arm. So from top to bottom, I have Man-Cat, Uncommon, Man-Cat, Uncommon, Haunting, Sippy Sippy, Sassy Bun, which I think is the most pigmented out of all the eyeshadows, Big Baby, Dog Man, Natural Peaches, and hashtag SFS. And then underneath I have the bronzer. No, sorry. Yeah, then I have the bronzer, the blush, and the highlighter. As you can see, the highlighter is very pigmented. Can't even see the blush or the bronzer on my skin tone. So those are all the swatches. And again, I said that I did my eyes today with the palette. I think it turned out well. I'm also wearing the highlighter on the highest points of my cheeks. Again, I do really, really, really like this palette. Yeah, so next I'm going to move on to the lip paints. So there was two, Swamp Family and Texas Toast. Swamp Family was red. This was only available online, so I know that the collection is in stores now. I think at Ulta. I don't know if it's at Sephora yet, but you could only get the red Swamp Family online, and Texas Toast you could get in store and online. Now this video is like 3 weeks old, but I originally bought everything from Ulta, but the one thing I couldn't get was the Swamp Family lipstick. So then when it launched on Sephora's website, I tried to get it there, and I managed to do that. So I finally have it, and now I can talk about it. Let me take this bracelet off so that I can swatch the lipsticks. Now, one thing I'm going to say about the texture of these, I thought these were going to be liquid lipsticks, like runny liquid lipsticks, but they have a very moussey texture. They're actually quite thick. And to be honest, they kind of feel like my Jeffree Star ones that are dry. And when I first put these on, I had already made up my mind. My dog's barking. So when I first put these on, I was like, oh, this is never going to dry. It's satin. This is not a liquid lipstick. Mom! That's because the camera's rolling. I only need a couple more minutes. But the camera's rolling, so I don't know. You can leave her in there, you can take her upstairs. I don't. So these have a really, really thick texture. When I first put them on, I was like, oh, these aren't going to dry down to a matte finish. They're going to be satin. Because I had it on for like 10 minutes and it was still really, really wet. And so here are the swatches. This is Texas Toast and this is Swamp Family. Swamp Family is a lot thicker in texture. Probably has more pigment, obviously, than Texas Toast. And actually, when I tried Texas Toast onto my lips, it looked a lot more cool than it does on my hands. It kind of gave me that dead look. But I'm wearing Swamp Family on my lips now. It has dried down. It has dried down to a completely matte finish. And you can't feel it at all on your lips. Like, I've eaten dinner, ate an orange, and I ate dinner. And I've had it on for 6 hours, and it feels like nothing. My lips feel nice and comfortable. It doesn't dry out my lips, and it's hardly moved. And it's transfer proof. Oh, well, there's a little bit from the inside of my lips, but like, you can't hardly see anything. Like, these are really, really nice. They just take a while to dry, and they move around a lot. And I didn't particularly like the wand either. It's not traditional doe foot. Like, it has that doe foot type, but like, it's just straight. What am I supposed to do with this? I cannot color in my mouth like this straight. No, that's just weird. I don't like it. But again, these are the swatches of Texas Toast and Swamp Family. Oh, and I guess I'll show you the lipstick packaging. So the box looks just like the box on the palette. It says Tarte and then Grav3yardgirl on the side. And then the tube itself has Bunny's signature on the cap. Yep. And if you are a subscriber of Bunny, you know that red is her signature lip. And lately she's been wearing this color nude. So yeah, these are all the swatches, and it's what I'm wearing on my face. Like I said before, overall, I would say if you are a fan of Bunny, or you're also looking for a travel-friendly palette, buy it. I didn't mention that, but this palette, maybe for someone that's more fair than myself, has a bronzer, a blush, a highlighter, and 9 eyeshadows that you can make a complete look out of. I didn't use anything else on my eyes today but that palette. So it's definitely travel-friendly. The mirror is nice. It's a real mirror. The lipsticks the Tarte's lip paints are great. I'm sure most of you already tried some of them before, so you know that the formula is great. I don't want this video to be too long, but I just want to say that I give 2 thumbs up to this collaboration. Do you need it? No. But if you like Bunny, go out and support her. Get what you can. The eyeshadows are great. The highlighter, the blush, and the bronzer. It's not the best quality, but for me personally, it's good enough. It's great. It's not my favorite, my top, but they're great. And the lip paints, I have a lot of liquid lipsticks, but I'm sure I'll wear these. They're actually quite small, so they're really great just toss in your purse. Most liquid lipsticks are, but for example, like the Anastasia Beverly Hills ones are like huge, massive in comparison to this. So that's great. But yeah, that is pretty much it. If you like my channel and you like videos like this, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel as well. That'd be greatly appreciated. I have lots of videos coming up. I have a Victoria's Secret swimwear haul. I have 2 shoe unboxings. I have a unboxing. I have a watch. I have a lot going on. So if you would subscribe, that would be great. And until next time, see you later.